EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Levis going to the air right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. This may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Levis back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Beckham the return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Colts at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. He'll get it inside the 20. They'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's sacked by the DN, Denico Autry.
Brings up 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. No-fly zones, things of that nature. This group had a bunch of
loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Levis. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Titan defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm going to get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Now Richardson back to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Levis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second down, here's Levis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Levis to throw once more. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Richardson looking to throw this. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson going to change the play here. Richardson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Beckham. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Richardson. This one completes out of Pierce. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
There's the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Downs going in motion left. Now an option play on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Levis to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Richardson to the air on first down. This pass caught. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. It's complete. Burks. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Looking for Woods again, and he finds it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Play action now. Levis. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Levis on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Downs going in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
An extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take... at their own 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It was the linebacker Shaquille Leonard who applied the heat.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Returnable here from the 38. Pushes him aside at the 45. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Of 12 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big loss.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Off the play fake, Levis. And that will be incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7.